Summer is just around the corner. And if you're anything like me, that means it's time to chill, binge watch, and maybe discover something new. Something that just hits different under the heat of the season. In this video, I'll be sharing 10 anime that you'll definitely want to watch this summer. Some are hidden gems. Some are wildly popular, but every single one of them, they'll stay with you.
なんだこりゃ。
貝殻屋ですよ。らっしゃい。バンジュー。
Summer had a feeling Barakamon would be it. This anime follows Seishu Honda, a prideful calligrapher exiled to a remote island after punching a critic. He's searching for inspiration, but what he finds instead is Naru, a wild, energetic village kid who drags him out of his head and into the joy of living. It's not a fast-paced, plot twist, every episode kind of anime. It's slow, peaceful, and full of charm. And that's the point. Barakamon is a story about healing, about remembering that art and life doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes you just need to breathe, laugh, and live a little. So if you're feeling burnt out or stuck, this is the anime to watch this summer. Trust me, it won't scream for your attention. It'll whisper something you didn't know you needed to hear. What happens when a ghost-obsessed girl and an alien-believing boy make a bet to prove each other wrong? You get Dandadan, one of the wildest shonen experiences you'll ever witness. Created by Yukinobu Tatsu, a former assistant to the Chainsaw Man author, this story blends ghosts, UFOs, teenage awkwardness, and supernatural chaos into something truly unforgettable. Think Yu Yu Hakusho meets Dragon Ball Z with the charm of One Piece and the madness of Bleach. But what really sets it apart? It's fun. Lighthearted but still intense. Bloody but full of heart. And the art? Hand-drawn berserk-style detail that hits hard. If you're tired of grimdark anime and just want something bold, weird, and full of soul, Dandadan is your next obsession.
I'm surging with power now.
We lose people we thought we'd have forever. Jinta used to be the leader of a close-knit group of childhood friends, until one summer day, tragedy tore them apart. Menma, the heart of their group, died, and nothing was ever the same again. Years later, Jinta isolates himself from the world, until Menma returns, not as a memory, but as a ghost only he can see. She's cheerful, loving, and stuck. Now, Jinta must reunite the broken pieces of their friend group to grant Menma her final wish, one that forces each of them to confront the pain they buried deep inside. Anohana isn't just sad, it's healing. A slow, emotional unraveling that hits like a soft whisper and leaves like a punch to the heart. It's not about death, it's about guilt, forgiveness, and growing up. Watch this when you're ready to cry for all the right reasons.
こんなのまだ動けるまだ戦える私は完璧でないといけないのよ
Alright, hear me out. This anime, Kaiju No 8, is different. This isn't the usual overpowered teenage main character we're used to seeing. Nah, the main character Kafka is a 32-year-old man who's working a janitor job cleaning up dead monsters called kaiju that are attacking their country. While the defense force is out there fighting monsters, he's the guy sweeping up what's left behind. But here's the thing. He used to have dreams. He wanted to join the defense force, be a hero, fight side by side with his childhood friend, who's now the captain of the defense force. But after failing the exam too many times, he gave up. Then this new recruit joins their cleanup crew, all hyped up about joining the defense force, and tells him the age limit got raised. And Kafka's got one last chance, and he takes it. He starts training again, chasing that dream he thought was dead, and right when it starts getting good, Kafka gets eaten by a kaiju. But instead of dying, he turns into one. Now he's got powers, he's hiding his identity, and he's out here fighting monsters, as a monster. This anime's got the hype of a shonen, but with real grown-up stakes. It's gritty, it's emotional, and the fights? Nasty. If you're sleeping on Kaiju No. 8, wake up. This one's a banger, and it's probably going to be one of the most talked about anime this summer, as Season 2 is dropping. Moving on, we have Nagi no Asukara. This anime tells the story of 4 childhood friends from an undersea village. They are forced to attend school on the surface after their school underwater gets shut down. The 2 worlds, land and sea, have been long divided by culture, prejudice, and time, and are now colliding. But beneath the surface drama of school life and awkward crushes lies something deeper. A world-changing event is coming, and not everyone will survive it unchanged. Love gets complicated, friendships are tested, and as time itself splits their paths apart, each character must face the one thing they all fear most: change. With breathtaking visuals, unforgettable music, and some of the most emotional storytelling you'll ever see, Nagi no Asukara isn't just an anime. It's a wave that hits your heart.
前に触れられる。
What if the one person you loved the most could never touch you? Hotarubi No Mori E is a short but unforgettable film that follows Hotaru, a young girl who gets lost in a mystical forest and meets Jin, a gentle spirit cursed to vanish if touched by a human. Over the years, they grow closer, returning to each other every summer. But no matter how strong their bond becomes, one rule always remains: they can never touch. It's a love story built on distance, longing, and impossible hope. A tale where time is cruel, but feelings are eternal. And when fate finally pushes them to their limit, their love becomes a moment you'll never forget. If you've ever believed that love is more than just physical, this film will break your heart and heal it all in just 45 minutes.
思い出したよ、ボイル。ここからは本気で行かせてもらう。だからなんだ。早っ。
Once Japan's deadliest hitman, Taro Sakamoto walked away from it all for love. He traded bullets for bento, blades for band-aids, and opened a quiet convenience store with his wife and daughter. But peace doesn't last forever. When old enemies resurface and his past comes knocking, Sakamoto proves you don't need to kill to be a killer. With only household items and dad's strength, he protects his newfound family, including former assassin Shin and runaway triad heiress Lu, without ever taking a life. In a world where violence is currency, Sakamoto builds a legacy of love, loyalty, and second chances. Behind the smile and weight gain is a legend, one who never forgot what truly matters: family. Next, let me put you all on this anime called Great Pretender. It's not about the usual heroes saving the world. It's about con artists, smart ones. And these guys are not just stealing from anyone, they only scam bad people. Corrupt billionaires, drug lords, mafia bosses. The main character is Makoto Edamura, is a small-time Japanese scammer who accidentally pickpockets Laurent, a world-class con artist. And just like that, he's pulled into a wild ride, from Hollywood drug rings to rigged air races to criminal empires in Tokyo. Every arc raises the stakes. Every episode ends with a twist. And just when you think you figured it out, boom, the game changes. And the art? Chef's kiss. It's vibrant, stylish, and full of personality. The characters? They lie for a living, but they're some of the realest people you'll meet. So if you're tired of the same old power-up anime and want something fresh, smart, and deeply human, Great Pretender is the anime to sit back and watch this summer. Trust me, you won't see the last con coming. What if you could go inside a photo and relive someone's past? In this anime called Link Click, that's exactly what Cheng and Lu do. You give them a picture? Cheng jumps into the body of the person who took it. Lu watches from the outside, guiding him so they don't mess up the future too much. They have a maximum time limit of 12 hours, and they'll try to fix your regrets that happened in the past. It could be lost friendships, missing kids, broken hearts. But here's the twist. Changing the past also comes at a price. And the more they help people, the closer they get to something darker. A killer who can do the same thing as them, but uses it to destroy lives. It's emotional, intense, and filled with tiny decisions that could ruin everything. This isn't just another time travel anime. This is style meets substance. painted backgrounds, a soundtrack that stabs you in the heart, and stories that feel way too real. The last anime on this list is Rent-a-Girlfriend. It's a chaotic, emotional, and low-key hilarious anime about Kazuya, a professional soy boy, and Chizuru, the rented girlfriend who's way too perfect to be with Chizuru. One minute they're fake dating for his grandma. The next minute, his ex shows up, gets jealous, and suddenly there's a love square with too many girls and way too many feelings. You've got near kisses, emotional confessions, fairy rescues, awkward sleepovers, and enough drama to cook a whole soap opera. And through it all, Kazuya grows, just a little. It's messy, it's funny, it's way too relatable. And whether you're here for the waifus, the character development, or the peak awkwardness of young love, Rent-a-Girlfriend is the perfect summer watch. It's romantic comedy chaos, and somehow it works. And that's the list. 10 anime to level up your 2025 summer. If none of these hit, then hey, maybe it's time to rewatch Naruto for the 15th time. Or better yet, click the next video popping up. Your watch list will thank you. MDG Spart. Stay legendary.